Stop scrolling. If you're looking for a horror movie that actually gets under your skin, you've come to the right place. Forget the cheap jump scares. Forget the predictable plots. We're talking about films that crawl into your brain and stay there. The ones that give you that pit in your stomach, that make you check the locks twice, that make you afraid of the dark again. These are not your typical blockbuster horror flicks. These are the deep cuts, the slow burns, the ones that mess with your head. Today, we're counting down 10 horror movies that are actually terrifying. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list is a film that's terrifying because it feels like it could be on the nightly news. Number 10. Weapons. Released in 2007. This isn't a ghost story. This isn't a monster movie. This is the horror of reality. The film shows a series of interconnected events, all leading to a single awful act of violence. It's filmed in this really detached, almost cold way. It's terrifying because of how pointless and random it all feels. How small, angry, everyday decisions spiral into an absolute tragedy. It's that chilling, cold dread that makes it so hard to shake. It's less boo, and more a deep, unsettling feeling about the world we live in. It's a movie that doesn't offer any easy answers or comfort. It's the horror of seeing how easily things can just break. Next up, we have a film that proves the most dangerous monsters are human. Number 9. Killing Ground, released in 2016. This is an Australian survival thriller that is just relentless. A couple goes camping in the outback and they stumble upon a deeply disturbing scene. What follows isn't fun. It's not a game. It takes the camping trip gone wrong setup and strips it of all Hollywood gloss. It's just ugly, grounded, and horribly plausible. It's brutal. It's agonizingly tense, and it feels terrifyingly real. The villains are just people, which somehow makes it so much worse. This film creates a sense of helplessness that is just suffocating. You'll be holding your breath for the entire second half. This isn't about a supernatural evil, it's about human indifference and cruelty, which is frankly way scarier. Now we enter the realm of found footage, but with a horrifyingly personal twist. Number 8, Exhibit A, released in 2007. This one is devastating. It's the story of a normal family, told entirely through the lens of their daughter's camcorder. But this family is under extreme financial stress. The terror here is so personal, it feels like a violation to even be watching. We are forced to watch, in real time, as the father slowly and horrifyingly unravels. The terror here is domestic. It's watching a safe place, a home, a family, completely disintegrate from the inside. You are trapped inside this house with this family, forced to be a fly on the wall for a complete and total breakdown. The ending is, it's just one of the most bleak and shocking things I've ever seen. It lingers. Okay, need a breather from all that reality? Too bad. Number 7, Fresh, released in 2022. This movie starts like a romantic comedy. It's charming, it's witty, and you're sitting there thinking, this isn't a horror movie. And then the title card drops. 30 minutes in, and the entire film just pulls the rug out from under you. This film perfectly captures the anxieties of modern dating and then twists them into an absolute nightmare. The first act is so charming, which makes the hard left turn it takes feel like a physical blow. It's a movie about modern dating, but it takes that concept to a place so dark and so specific that it is genuinely shocking. It's a clever social thriller that turns into stomach-churning body horror. I wasn't ready. It's slick, it's dark, and it's a terrifying commentary on consumption. In every sense of the word. If you like your horror high concept and visual disturbing, this is for you. Number 6, Possessor, released in 2020, from Brandon Cronenberg. And yes, the apple does not fall far from the tree. This is a sci-fi horror about an assassin who takes control of other people's bodies to commit hits. But this time, the host starts to fight back. This movie feels dangerous to watch. The body horror is graphic, but the real terror is psychological. It's about losing your identity, losing control of your own mind and body. It's a story about identity, but it shows it in the most visceral, violent way possible. The visuals are nightmarish, like a bloody, surreal fever dream you cannot wake up from. The practical effects are just unforgettable. It is intense, a truly bleak and disorienting experience that will make you question your own sense of self. We're back to found footage, but this one plays tricks on your mind. Number 5, Butterfly Kisses, released in 2018. This one is so clever. This film is about a filmmaker who finds a box of old tapes. The tapes document an urban legend about a spirit called Peeping Tom, or the Blink Man. He becomes obsessed with proving it's real. It's presented as a documentary about a found footage film. It's a film that plays with the very idea of found footage. It blurs the line between what's real and what's part of the legend so well. It makes the urban legend feel so real that you, the viewer, start to feel like you've been exposed to it. You start to feel the same obsessive dread as the main character. It's a slow burn, but the way it builds the myth is just masterfully creepy. It's the kind of creepy that gets in your head and makes you second-guess the shadows in your own room. You want a haunted house movie? This is the king of modern found footage haunted houses. Number 4. Hell House LLC, released in 2015. A documentary crew investigates what went wrong on the opening night of a Halloween haunted house tour, an event that left 15 people dead. We get to see the footage from the crew who set it all up. This film is terrifying because it feels so real. It has this low-budget, authentic charm that completely drops away as things get progressively more wrong. This movie understands one simple thing. Static, creepy figures in the background are 10 times scarier than anything that jumps at you. It's a masterclass in less is more. A head turn you almost miss. A shadow that's in the wrong place. And that clown dummy? I'm telling you, it doesn't move. And then it does. It is pure, unfiltered nightmare fuel. Now we go international for one of the scariest films of the last decade. Number 3. Satan's Slaves, released in 2017. This is an Indonesian horror film from director Joko Anwar. This film brings a whole different set of folklore and fear to the table, and it is absolutely bone-chilling. It's a supernatural horror about a family being terrorized after their mother dies. This film has atmosphere. It doesn't just rely on scares, it builds an oppressive, thick atmosphere of dread from the very first frame. The sound design is terrifying. The ghosts, the entities, are not just spooky. They are deeply, deeply menacing. It's an old-school haunted house story, told with such skill and such relentless, escalating dread that it feels brand new. It feels like an old-school classic, but with a modern, relentless pace. Do not watch this one alone. This next one has an ending that will stick with you for weeks. Number 2. Final Prayer, released in 2013. You might also know this one as The Borderlands. This is British found footage at its absolute best. A team from the Vatican goes to a remote English countryside to investigate a supposed miracle at an old crumbling church. The dynamic between the skeptical tech guy and the devout priest is great, but the location, this old, damp, dark church, it is a character in itself. It feels old, in a bad way. The horror builds and builds, and the last 10 minutes are pure, suffocating, claustrophobic terror. The film is a slow burn, but the tension just ratchets up and up, leading to a final 10 minutes that are just pure, unfiltered, claustrophobic panic. The final shot will be burned into your brain forever. That ending. It's an ending that doesn't just shock you, it breaks you. And here we are, the number 1 spot. The movie that, for me, is the most genuinely terrifying. Number 1. Lake Mungo, released in 2008. This is not a horror movie, not really. It's a tragedy that just happens to be terrifying. This film is a masterpiece of quiet, soul-crushing terror. It's presented as a mockumentary about a family grieving the accidental death of their daughter, Alice. But then, they start seeing her. In photographs, in video. They think she's haunting them. The truth, however, is so much sadder and so much scarier. It's presented as a straightforward documentary about a family's loss. And that's what makes the horror so effective. It's buried in the grief. This film captures a feeling of profound, overwhelming dread unlike any other. It's not about jump scares, it's about a feeling. A deep, cold, existential dread that settles over you while you watch. There is one specific reveal in this film that is one of the most chilling moments in cinema history. It's not about a monster. It's about grief, secrets, and the terrifying finality of being alone. It will stay with you. And that's the list. 10 movies that go beyond the jump scare and deliver real, genuine terror. What did I miss? What movie lives in your head rent-free? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this breakdown, do all the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. See you next time.